What is going on, friends, and welcome back to the Minecraft Hub channel. So today we're doing a kind of megabase video, but instead we are looking at only end island transformations and bases built on the end island in Minecraft. And I think these bases are insanely cool. There have been a lot of people who have done them in the past, and there are a lot of people doing them currently in even hardcore worlds, so we figured we'd check it out. First up today, we are looking at Meratok 01, who has a crazy cool end island hub, and all the portals are connected. The spawn platform all has bridges all the way to the center portal, and it all looks insanely cool. He's obviously gotten rid of the entire end island, and he's just free building throughout this whole area. There's a lot of black glass and things like that that you can't see, so it is a little bit safer than it appears, but it's still pretty open and exposed to the void. This is definitely a very cool design. I would never put it in my own world though, because I know myself, I will immediately fall off of this, so I could never have something this open in my own world. But I think the design looks insanely cool, and props to him for going through the work of building this. If you want to check out this guy's channel or anybody else in the video today, be sure to check the description down below. All the links to their channels are right there. And before I forget, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoy it, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and stick around to see the rest of our Minecraft content. Jumping back into this video, I really like the blocks that he used as well, because he kept an end theme. He used the purple blocks and endstone variants to do everything, and even decorated the obsidian towers with some endstone as well, and even added purple glass around the whole area to make it have the end theme still, which I really enjoy. He also topped off some of the obsidian towers with end rods, which I think look insanely cool. Putting a little canopy on top of the obsidian towers is definitely a very interesting and cool idea. He left all the end crystals as well, so it still has kind of a watchtower vibe now to it, since it has the big tower above it. Next up, we are looking at MegRae, who also has a very interesting design, but she, instead of the last person, she decided to leave the island and work with it as well. She also built her own dragon and all the end pillars with massive walls around them. I believe this build was done in creative, but it is still very impressive with the design that she went with. I love the obsidian and purple glass, and also everything that she did to the actual floor layer of the end. And also the dragon looks insanely detailed and cool. It's definitely a bigger version of the actual end dragon, but I think that makes it even cooler because it adds a lot to this end area. This is definitely a very different design than Meratok, but I think this is a more capable design in survival Minecraft, because you don't have to take away the whole end island and you're able to work with the surface. She's also in peaceful, so you're not sending a ton of endermen spawn, but they definitely would be spawning all around this area since it's all blocks that they can still spawn and teleport to. I really like the way that she topped off all these end pillars. She expanded them at the top so there's actually a room, added some spikes, and then made a very cool design with purple glass and obsidian on top, which I think looks very interesting and cool and adds a lot to the end. Next up, we are looking at a hardcore player, and that is Switchbackmongo. I know a lot of you guys on the channel actually watch Switchbackmongo and like his build, so you've definitely seen this before, but this is a very cool design, and especially it is in hardcore Minecraft, so it is all the more impressive for that. The center of the island where he's looking up is actually an enderman farm. He chose to build it high up in the air so that the enderman would not spawn on the actual island. And he also has a wither kill chamber at the center of the island underneath the bedrock portal. He has had some issues with endermen teleporting away from the enderman farm, but other than that, it is still very efficient, and he's able to get all the XP and pearls that he needs from it. The overall design of this island is incredibly cool, and he even has an overworld island just outside of it with water where he can fish and just kick back. This is definitely a very chill part of the end, and I really like the idea of adding this end, especially because it is a floating island, which you guys know I absolutely love. This is definitely a very efficient build, as well as looking incredibly cool. It has the whole nether forest, but then it also has a wither kill chamber and an enderman farm, which you absolutely need in survival Minecraft in order to get a lot of XP. Definitely one of the easiest and best XP farms to have in a survival world, so I really like how he added it in, and it's completely different than any other enderman farm in a survival world. Most people build it away from the island, which is probably slightly more efficient, but having it above the island is a very cool choice. He's also killed the dragon every single time to open all the portals, so he has all the portals and a ring to all of them around the entire island, which is great for actually going and exploring and end raiding and getting all the elytras and things you need. This is definitely a very efficient survival design, and I think that the design overall is pretty safe. Even though he has a lot of open areas, he's covered them mostly with glass, and he uses his elytra the entire time he's here, so he doesn't really have that much risk of falling. Next up, we are looking at another hardcore player, and that is, of course, Loony. Loony has a very crazy design in hardcore Minecraft, which is an actual end statue. He's included an enderman farm in it as well, and he has all the portals open, but the end statue itself is insanely detailed and very cool. Definitely a very unique design that you've never seen anybody else do. He has the entire statue that looks incredibly cool with shaders as well, holding a flaming sword and a trident that is sparking out lightning. I personally have never seen anybody else do something like this, so I love the look of it. I think it is very interesting, and Loony is obviously an incredible builder for doing something like this. He said it was very challenging for him because it's completely out of his comfort zone, which is fair because I don't think many Minecrafters have this in their comfort zone. And as you can see, it has a storage area, enchantment room, and actually an enderman farm in it. So next up, we are looking at the god of hardcore Minecraft, and that is Philza. Philza in hardcore Minecraft surrounded the entire end island with black glass and then flooded the entire thing with water and made endlantis. This was actually an incredibly unique and cool design, and I've never seen anybody do it since. Of course, Loony has a base of water, but he did not fill the entire end with water. And as you can see, Philza also had a TNT duper, which went ahead and destroyed a lot of the island to make it more fitting for all the water that he was going to include. Philza did all this on stream, and as you can see, using a lot of kelp to create the actual water source blocks that then filled the island automatically. Obviously, this was a super unique design at the time and still is today. It's also very satisfying to watch the end actually being filled with water. He left most of the end pillars and just made different sizes of them, and then added some beacons from them as well, which I think looks incredibly cool. He then filled the bottom with everything that you would find at the bottom of an ocean, including coral, ships, just absolutely everything, even an upside down trident planted into the ground as well. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like down below, and also let me know what your favorite end design was in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.